It was game, set and match Berrettini. He defeats Dominic Thiem in straight sets. It was a great match with lots of drama, and potentially Berrettini is injured once again. We will get into all of that and the keys which took Matteo to the victory today. So my name's Henry Turi, welcome to Post-Match Breakdowns, and subscribe if you love tennis. So just to start off with, there are three main things which make Berrettini a fantastic player. There's his forehand, his mental strength, and the most important one today, his serve. And from the first whistle, he had them all in full force. And it felt like I blinked and he had a 5-love lead. He was absolutely storming. He was serving excellently, hitting the ball so cleanly with so much heaviness, especially on his forehand, and was just so dialed in mentally, playing the big points so well and putting so much pressure on Thiem. But let's take a deeper dive into Berrettini's biggest strength today, which was his serve. As I mentioned in my last video, Gstaad is a high altitude court, and that means that the air is thinner and the ball travels through the air quicker and it bounces higher once it hits the court. And it's really the perfect formula for a tall, big server like Berrettini. Berrettini just made so many first serves and got so many free points and +1 opportunities. A +1 opportunity is basically where your opponent manages to return your serve, but it's quite short on the court with not a lot of pace, and it's really a put away ball. And Berrettini just got plenty of those and just didn't miss any. He was unstoppable. He was cruising and barely gave Thiem a look. He won 93% of his first serve points in the first set. That's untouchable. Magnificent, stunning, any superlative you can think of, any metric, that is superb. But also on Thiem serve, I think Berrettini did a great job with his returning. He was really jumping on Thiem's second serves, getting in the front foot in the rallies and really doing some damage. And Thiem won just 29% of his points behind his second serve in the first set. So maintaining a high first serve percentage was essential if Thiem wanted to kind of halt the momentum of Berrettini. And he did do that a little bit more, serving a little bit better. And he found some slightly more favourable patterns of play. But Berrettini was generally just too good. But let's start with the change-up that Thiem tried to find and generally get into the tactics of the match. So what did Thiem do? He avoided Berrettini's forehand like the plague and just doubled down playing into Berrettini's backhand. But unfortunately for him, this really had mixed success because Thiem just didn't quite have the firepower today to really do damage. And generally Berrettini just managed to stay in the rallies long enough to get his forehand, to get onto his forehand and really explode with it. And this raw power of Berrettini actually opened up a kind of alternative pathway for him to finish the points, because his power kept Thiem so deep in the court, so far behind the baseline. So Berrettini, with incredible effectiveness, used the drop shot. This kept Thiem on his toes and interrupted his rhythm. Also, Berrettini just generally broke down Thiem's game with his pace, depth and precision. He just built the points so well, stayed so patient, waiting for the right ball to attack and change direction. And he usually changed directions into the Thiem forehand, which was definitely more erratic today than it has been in other matches. Thiem did have a good fight back today, because he really played his best tennis as Berrettini was serving for the match at 5-2. He came up with some incredible returns and just played awesomely. And credit to him, because he really made Berrettini work for the victory. And even when so close to the feet, he never went away. He always fought and was always tried to keep it competitive. But Berrettini still led by a break and had a second chance to serve out at 5-4. And Thiem fooled him once, but he wasn't going to do it again. And this time, Berrettini had a much easier time serving it out. But as I said, credit to Thiem for always competing and keeping it close. But now let's get on to the kind of injury woe of Berrettini. So Berrettini during the whole match looked in visible discomfort after some points and was shaking out his right hand. He's right-handed. And he underwent hand surgery earlier this year, and other points in his schedule were interrupted his season as he had to rest it. And does that mean he's going to have to take another surgery, or does he just need to rest it? We don't really know yet, but when more information comes out, I will make a video on it. But here's hoping he's all right and it's just a niggle and nothing too long lasting, because he has had a very unfortunate season for injury. He's had abdominal injuries, the hand surgery I just mentioned. He also got COVID and missed Wimbledon, which is his best Grand Slam. It's just been really tough for him, so hopefully things settle down. But for now, he is into the final. And even though he did look in pain, he still played incredibly against a high-level opponent. So congratulations to both. They both played quite well. So Berrettini now leads the head-to-head 4-2 and is on a 12-match winning streak heading into the final, where he will face either Ruud or Ramos Viñolas. Personally, I think it'll be Ruud in the final to face Berrettini. And my prediction, assuming Berrettini's hand is okay, Berrettini in 3. Ruud is a phenomenal player, and it's going to be close no matter who wins. Their head-to-head at the moment is 2-0. Oh, sorry, 2-2, I believe. So it's going to be extremely close and a brilliant final, if that is the one we get. But thank you for watching. I've been Henry Tui, and subscribe if you love tennis.